Hi, welcome to a quick run-through of scope in JavaScript, which is essentially the range within which a variable exists and can be accessed from. So the syntax for creating a variable is the var keyword followed by a name and an assignment if needed. So if you open up the console tab within the developer tools, for Firefox that's Control plus Shift plus K, we can create a variable called num, which stores a number of all things. It can also be used to store strings, characters, arrays, and so on. Another use is to have a function that can be stored to a variable name. So let's say we have a variable a with the value saying a is outside, and another variable a inside a function called showMessage with the value saying a is inside. Just quickly copy and paste that to speed this up. So a variable that is created outside of a function is available globally. So that is this one right here, meaning that it can be accessed from anywhere within the same script file or context. Now let's call the showMessage function. What do you think the result will be? A is inside, so it's referring to the variable within the function's body. And now let's call the built-in alert function of JavaScript to show the value of a. What do you think the result will be this time? A is outside, so it's referring to the variable which we declared on the first line. Now why is that? It's because the variable a outside is globally available, but within the function, the alert will check to see if a variable named a exists within its immediate context. In this case, the function's context. If it doesn't, it'll go outside its scope to check for the variable. Now, if you only had a defined within the function's body, it will only be available within that scope, the life or runtime, if you will, of that function. So when the function is invoked, the context is created and the variable a comes into existence. When it finishes running, however, the context and any associated properties will cease to exist. So let's open up a new tab because we need a new global context, which is the window. And we'll open up a console tab again and then paste in the function as before, but without the globally defined a variable. Now if you try to access a at this point, it will be undefined, meaning that a hasn't been defined yet. If we run the showMessage function, however, it will alert the value of a, which is a is inside, as before. And let's try alerting the value of a again. It will still be undefined as it was only available for the runtime of the function while it was invoked. The key point here is that if you don't use the var keyword, the variable is created in the global scope, unlike the previous example where we created the variable a with the var keyword. So it was created within the function scope. So let's open up a new tab again, so a brand new context, and recreate the function, this time without the var keyword. Let's try and alert the value of a as before. What do you think might happen? A is no longer within the function's context, so should be available, shouldn't it? So the value of a in the console is still undefined. What's going on here? I just said that without the var keyword, the variable should have been accessible globally. But within the JavaScript engine, function definitions and variables are hoisted or created into the execution context, but variables within a function aren't initialized. So in order to initialize the variable, we will have to invoke the function at least once. So if you run the showMessage function, now if you call the alert function on the variable a, its value will be shown in the alert window because a has been defined in the global context because we didn't use the var keyword. So that's just a brief overview of scope in JavaScript. Crucial concept to understand when moving up to more advanced topics. Hope this video made scope a bit more clearer. Thank you for watching.